My first solo exhibition, the title was Vestige. I've always been sort of intrigued by that concept. Like, I'm photographing vestiges of things that have happened. You know, this hit this and made this. And then the photo becomes a vestige. I don't like things to be too neat and clean. I like them to be have a little grit. I've been fortunate enough to travel quite a bit. First time I went to Europe, I was 17. And then the next time I was in architecture school and I went to see all the buildings and photograph them. When you travel, you sort of get outside of your normal routine, so you sort of see things a little differently. I wanted to draw blueprints. I thought I did anyway, and I like to build things. The program at Virginia Tech is not really about that at all. I mean, it was much more art-based than I had any idea about. And if I'd known, I might not have gone there, but I'm glad I did. The architecture school there is based on the sort of Bauhaus model, and they encourage you to experiment. And my second year design studio professor gave an assignment to shoot a roll of slide film, and then we'd all look at them. It was a photo of a string of stoplights against the blue sky, and he was like, "Oh wow, great." And so I proceeded to photograph stoplights in any which way you could, and probably beat that to death. From that time on, I just really focused on photography. I do enjoy Italy quite a bit. I like patina and rusty things and peeling paint, and there's a lot of that there. I spent a good bit of time in Ireland too. For the last 4 or 5 years, it's been Cuba. And I always said I wanted to go to Cuba before Applebee's got there. And I think I made it. I met my wife, Matilde, in Cuba. I went to Sancta Spiritus because I wanted to see the city, and I stayed at her bed and breakfast. And then I decided to go back a year later and sort of investigate things further. I had to learn a good bit of Spanish quickly. It's in Sancta Spiritus in Cuba also. I waited for the train. It comes by like once or twice a day, and it took me a few days to figure out exactly what time it did come by. The fact that those two guys were standing there, it's just dumb luck. The people in the street, it's just how they come. I don't like to stage shots. There's a series of streets along here in this town, and I do like stand on certain corners at certain times of day and like try to wait for things to happen. Like 3 blocks away, like this light coming down. This door I loved, and it was kind of a dance to photograph it because the dog is sleeping, but if the dog knows I'm there, then the dog is roo, 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 The dog has since passed on, unfortunately. I actually made a print of this and took it and knocked on the door and gave it to the people. All of Cuba has some beautiful morning sun. I took a picture, not that one, of somebody with the sun like that and the shadows. And so consequently, I went back like the next couple of mornings at about the same time. That's how I ended up with that photo. This is New York City. There's the Oculus, World Trade Center. It's a shot you have to take, I think. But funny enough, you know, I didn't notice it at the time, but there's a girl with a Lady Liberty hat sitting, staring out the window. I think this is in Brooklyn, isn't it? Whatever that bridge is, the Manhattan Bridge. I mean, that's a hot rivet. It's an old school thing you don't see anymore. So, you know, whenever I see it, I'd like to photograph it. The calendar's kind of random other than it's from the year before. And when I pick the photos, I try to roughly represent what I've done, like where I've been. In this particular event, maybe 350 people get a calendar every year, and they all got an invite in the calendar. And I think my neighbor posted it on her Facebook page, so who knows who might show up. I think I developed my photography just by doing. I mean, I took a lot of photos, like a lot. I kind of think a good photo, an art photo needs to sort of exist on its own. Otherwise, it's kind of a vacation photo. And then if I showed you my vacation photos, you'd probably be bored. I see beautiful things and I like to show them to other people.